Today I teach you how to draw something special. It is not a specific Christmas theme, but I have thought Northern Lights could also be a nice topic for the Advent calendar. You know, Santa is coming from the North Pole with his reindeers and their sleigh, so you can also use these for backgrounds with your Christmas cards or so on. I like Northern Lights, and I have drawn this lesson as a background drawing lesson in my online drawing school, Animal Art Club, where I teach my members how to draw realistic animal portraits and also some landscapes and backgrounds and fun stuff. You find here a link to the waitlist if you're interested in joining. Keep an eye open. We will open the doors soon and you get notifications when you join the waitlist. Okay, so you see here now a time-lapse video. I explain you how to draw these Northern Lights. Enjoy it, draw it and have fun. Okay, let's draw here Northern Lights. Start with the white and sketch in some mountains in the back and a bit of snow, so a snowy field, and then I start here on the left plotting in white. I use here the white Capothello pencil from Stabilo. It is a bit softer and I plot in here a more opaque layer and blend it with a cotton swab. Then I use a Pitt pastel pencil, the light blue, ultramarine light blue, and plot it here in the snow there. The moon is shining, or the Northern Lights are making here nice reflections. So I add here blue and blend it together with the white. Then go in with a middle blue. It's here cobalt blue, and then also in the lower right corner with dark indigo, and blend everything with a paper stamp. Make a blurry mixture, blend the colors together. I also bring in some turquoise, like a helio blue, so a green blue, and add then details here in the landscape. Some blue dots, stones, also black stones, so they are in the shadow, and add finer light little details and dots and strokes to bring in some structure into that landscape. Here I then go over with white and create a bit of snow. Draw lines from the right and left and right and blend it then again together. Always blend the layers together with a blending tool. I like the paper stamps. You can also easily clean them with a knife. Here I add violet. There are different reflections in the snow of the Northern Lights, so also bring in violets or some pinks into that snowy field here, and always blend it. I then brighten up the snow and some reflections with white and go in with some shadows, some smaller lines with the dark blue here, add a bit shadow and some stones with the dark indigo. Use a very sharp pencil for fine little short strokes and little dots. Draw a structure into the snow with very detailed mini strokes, mini lines, very short lines, and add a darks and blend over with the paper stamp. Then go in here also with a bit of violet. Bring in another violet tone and use it also for blending. Then I go in with light reflections in the snow, so dots with white, many fine dots. You can also use the Capothello for blending and brighten up some parts in the snow. So these little glossy crystals in the snow. Here I bring in, first I've brought in blue, and now more and more of these light little white dots to create a bit of a snowy structure. Add these white little dots. Here I add also highlights on the stones and continue with some darker shadow parts and go in with violet again. You can also use the pastel pencils for blending. Here I draw The mountains in the back are violet. They are darker than the snowy fields. Let's add with the dark blue the shadows and blend it together with the violet and add a lighter violet for a highlight color. And then go over with white and mix it with the violet and create even more lighter violet. Add a bit snow and lighter parts on the mountains with a sharp white pit pastel pencil. Add some stains, dots, a bit of a structure on the mountains, and go in with black and really add contrast and create the shadows at the bottom of the mountains. Also behind the little mountains in front, we have to add shadow behind. And always blend that together. I think it was dark blue, not black, but you can also go in with a dark indigo for these shadows. Yes, and go over again, make some adjustments in the snow. Let's add some more little dots and reflections in that snowy field. The more patient you are when you are drawing with pastels, the better. So realistic drawings. And the more details you bring in, the more lifelike or realistic then your final result will be. So really go also in with some darker details, darker little dots, and blend over it from time to time to remove grit. Okay, then let's draw the northern lights. I choose a mint tone for that beautiful northern light in the middle. Go in with different turquoise colors and also yellow. This is a nice vanilla yellow, and I mix it together with the yellow, so a mint, that this is a light mint color, so a greenish yellow beautiful mint color. Add more vanilla yellow around. Here the lights are going upwards and downwards, and I use a yellow as underpainting to make the colors really bright and opaque, so that the turquoise covers the gray pastel matte paper. Because we are drawing on the gray and not on white. I don't like the white so really, because it's rougher than the dark gray. We have to use lighter colors below as underpainting, and then go over with the turquoise to create a very bright and shiny northern light. Here I add the blues around, a very dark blue or black here in the left corner. Blend it a bit together with the finger, use different dark turquoise and blue tones. Here I add a middle blue, a cobalt blue, and then here the dark indigo between the lights, and so middle blues in the middle. And then also here below I add dark blue, and then I blend everything together with a cotton swab and create smooth and soft transitions. You can either use these simple cotton swabs for blending, or use soft blending tools you get with pan pastels. I swipe over with a turquoise pencil here, a cobalt green, to make that blurry and fade it into the background. Then swipe over with very little pressure with some different turquoise tones again. Create darker edges. Work with a very light hand, go over and over again with very transparent layers. I also add a bit of violet and blend that carefully to create that transparent look and that soft look of these northern lights. Go over with many layers, but always use a very light hand, so low pressure is the key. Here I add a bit dark blue and blend it, so darken down some sections with paper stamps here. Blend again over it. Use the dark pigment, bring it on the lights here. Bring in some dark horizontal lines into them. And then also here below a bit green, and then I blend over with the turquoise. I also like to use pastel pencils for blending, and go over with a cotton swab again. You can also use cosmetic brushes, paper tissues and so on for blending, and swipe over with the pastel pencils and create a transparent layer. Everything here with the Northern Lights should be transparent, so really working with a light hand is very crucial to create these soft transitions. Let the lights fade into the blues in the sky, blend them, so make them very, very blurry. Here I go upwards and downwards with a turquoise over again. There is so that this light, this shine around the lights, they're going in all directions. So this is just a light, a very soft light, so it gleams. So really just add many transparent layers. Here you can practice the layering process of areas really well, so transparent layers, and blend everything together. It's a nice exercise and you can draw so beautiful Northern Lights. You find the full drawing lesson in my membership Animal Art Club. You can find the link to join the waitlist below in the description and also above in the right upper corner. So join if you would like to watch the full lesson, and I teach you how to draw animals with pastels in my club. Here I blend again over it, have added some more ivory and yellow layers, go in again a bit with turquoise and blend over with the pencils, add these very transparent layers. I try to make everything very soft, create soft transitions. I always say have a good look at the reference photo and try to draw what you see there. If I want to change something, if I see other colors, I go over with another layer. Here I would like to add a bit more violet. Here a bit more brighter color with ivory. I brighten up the middle part here a little bit, swipe over with the mint color. I like here the tone we have in the Capucellos. Go in with a bit more yellow and blend it, make it softer. Here really the soft look is the key. And finally I add stars with a white Capucello pencil, so round little dots. Make sure that they are round and not look like snowflakes because we have drawn so many winter scenes in the past. Really draw round dots. These should be stars, not snowflakes. So only draw them over the sky, not over the snow below, because if then you are not used to drawing snowflakes now. So draw also some very, very teeny tiny little dots and some larger ones for the stars in the sky, and create so a nice sky with the beautiful stars. Yes, and then I add here a bit more of light reflections on the mountains, some details in the snow, and then it's finished. Okay, did you enjoy drawing these Northern Lights? I hope so. So I love them, and you find here also a link to Animal Art Club where you can find the full lesson inside. We will open the doors soon, so join the waitlist here. And here is another video on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more of these. Okay, and then I wish you a lot of fun with drawing. Enjoy your time, and I hope I see you here tomorrow.